How do you guys think about that balance? Because I think there is a mentality, especially at early stage, with just ship it and get it out there and kind of test and
Mm.
iterate. How do you balance that speed of the market and speed of pace with still maintaining that quality bar that, can impact your brand so much?
Yeah, I think it's a really good question. And I think something that applies to Andreessen Horowitz that doesn't apply as much to a startup, or especially an early stage startup, is that by the time I joined, Andreessen Horowitz was already an iconic brand. And so there was more potential damage to be done by doing not quality content than it would be if you're at an earlier stage where just not as many people are paying attention. So I think that that was part of why we had to be meticulous about every single thing that came out of an Andreessen Horowitz account, because I wanted it to reflect positively on the legacy and, the just importance of the brand overall. And a lot of trust was needed. Like, we're talking about, billions of dollars. So we really didn't have a lot of room to just try stuff and see what would work. It would be written about if we
Yeah.
tried something crazy and it didn't work. But I think the luxury of being on, earlier on in your social journey is you can do that a bit more. So you can lower the bar for yourself a little bit. I mean, I still think you should prioritize quality and not just try to get things out there a million times and throw spaghetti at the wall. I'm not a big fan of that strategy. I think you should be as strategic as you possibly can be, but also don't let it keep you from doing anything. And that's what I see a lot of the time, and what I have conversations with founders about, which is like a lot of them are like, well, I just don't know. And I don't publish anything because I don't know if it's good. And I understand that feeling, because you're like, well, it's kind of better. Maybe it's better to do nothing so that nothing is bad. I definitely don't think it's better to do nothing. So I think if you can find that sweet spot between like something you feel really proud of and a cadence that you think you can sustain, like that's really the sweet